I love to say that I was born watching wrestling because my mom was watching Monday Night Raw while she was giving birth to me.
So she was doing it Monday Night Raw beforehand.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
So, like, when it comes to doing, like, crazy-ass matches, how crazy would you...
Dog collar.
Damn.
I would be willing to do any match one time. Every influencer tries something once.
Yes.
Like, every influencer has done a mukbang video. Every influencer has done a vlog video.
Mm-hmm.
So take that in the wrestling context. It's like, an influencer should want to do every match once.
2 of the girls got dropped and they were just like, go out there, hurry, go, go, go. They had no idea what was going on. One of them goes out there and she looks at the guy, she goes, can I go back now? And the guy just starts like announcing the next draft pick. So she's just like,
She's just standing.
can I leave? Like, do you need me out here? So she just leaves. And then finally, it's match 3. We're like, thank God. Yeah. I tell one of the girls, I'm like, hey man, like, just put me in a sleeper and, like, just make me pass out. Just put me to sleep. Because, like, the finish she wanted to do was going to be, like, a big bump. And respectfully, I have asthma. I couldn't breathe. I wrestled, like 2.5 matches already. Just put me to sleep. She puts me in a chin lock. And I'm like, fuck it, we bowl.
I got one.
Go for it.
Eddie Guerrero.
God damn it.
Wilson Dyer versus Eddie Guerrero would feed families, and I will stand on that. I will stand on that. Latin Heat Eddie Guerrero versus the Influence Wilson Dyer. Eddie Guerrero hitting a frog splash with the phone in hand. Nasty.
Welcome to another episode of the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. Sugoi, it's the Masaku.
And it's your boy, Swag Switch in the building.
And we have our lovely guest here with us in today in the domain of destruction. Allow you to introduce yourself as well.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Please,
Okay.
first.
What's poppin'? It's your boy, Wilson Dyer, the influence of social media savant, the one-man trending topic, and the algorithm anomaly.
What up? It's your girl, JC Black, the jack of all trades.
There we go. Okay, I like that. So you got a actual intro. Like, that's an intro.
He has, like, 10 different nicknames he
That's
calls
an
himself.
intro, bro.
It just rotates.
So how did you get to that point of having that much? Because as we first started the pod, I've had a struggle with coming up with mine, and because I had what was the
You are the host who likes to post.
yeah, that was for a while, and then I was going with the what was it? Because I saw Chris Bay. He had the your girl's favorite wrestler, the Ultimate Finesser. I was like, man, that's cold, bro. I want something like that. So I tried to create something, and it was just not kicking it. And so I'm a sumo wrestler naturally.
Mhm.
So saying the word sugoi means amazing or like awesome or something like that. And that just, he feels like it represents me the most. And I'm just like, I'm just
It
a
does.
guy.
Like the other one that you were saying, it was like it to a certain degree it could work, but like you also like don't portray that at all.
I don't. It was something like similar to your favorite ghost wrestler, Ultimate Finesser thing. So something similar, but not completely. And I don't really portray myself as that. But for you in your catchphrase, how did that all build up to where it is?
Oh, God. I feel like for context, so obviously Wilson Dyer, the character, is just this douchey, delusional social media influencer.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those things where you just like, you watch like, I remember watching YouTube like 2016. And, like, you watch, like, the Logan Pauls where they're, like, the really, like, loud and obnoxious, like, long intro. You're just like, oh. Like, now you watch back and you're like, oh, my God, could they make this a lot quicker?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just one of those things where I was like, okay, the influence Wilson Dyer is already, like, it's the influence Wilson Dyer. I was like,
Mhm.
all right, well, what are other, like, names you can do? Well, social media savant. If you're a savant, you're a master of something. So
Yeah.
social media savant. One-man trending topic, because I'm the only one who should be trending.
Yeah.
Algorithms anomaly is because, realistically,
The
I'm the-
algorithms and
like, it's just one of those things where it just kind of, like, it was just, like, playing around with, like, okay, what other, like, names can you call, like, someone who is, like, a social media guru or an
Yeah.
influencer?
Got you.
And if any influencers take that, I'll be hurt. No.
And man, that's the thing. You was talking about gimme infringement. We was doing the spot earlier. Talking about gimme infringement, man. Look, man, as Swag said before, there's nothing new in wrestling. Everything has been reused and abused in before. So Speaking of which, since we're actually here to talk about your journey in wrestling, how you got to your point, whoever feels comfortable with going into first, how did you get introduced to wrestling? I definitely always like to ask that question first.
Yeah, y'all gotta give us that origin story.
Yeah.
I love to say that I was born watching wrestling because my mom was watching Monday Night Raw while she was giving birth to me.
So she was doing it Monday Night Raw beforehand.
I'm so sorry, Mom. But yeah, it was literally like on the hospital TV. So I'm like, yeah, I literally like I've been watching it since I was born. Quite literally.
Born in the business.
Literally, I was born into it. But I've always been a fan. Like, I really don't know how I started going to like wrestling live events, but like my mom would always take me. And then I watched Sasha Banks win the title, her first title.
Okay.
And I said, man, you know what? That's actually going to be me someday. And I told my mom, hey, because I'm from Texas. So I told her, hey, man, I'm going to move to Florida when I graduate high school. She was like, no, you're not. And I said, I go for college. She said, that works. So I went and got a college degree, and then I started training.
Hey, look, kudos to you. And my mom had a phrase back in the day, I don't care if you get a degree in taste and pies, just get one.
Facts. My degree's in communication.
You know what?
So I'm great at talking.
Funny enough, that is what my master's is in. Public relations. So,
Nice.
yeah, interesting. The more you know.
Administration.
Business administration.
My
Okay.
bachelor's.
Bad. Okay, y'all don't have to say where y'all
Drop
got.
out. Yeah.
All right.
At least now I see where I'm on the level here. So,
Oh boy.
well, jeez, I guess I gotta get one now. All right. Whatever.
In this day and age, no, the fuck you don't.
Real, my degree's got me nowhere.
It got us nowhere. My skill sets is allowed me to be able to do this pod. How about that? But so you started in the business pretty much out of the womb.
Yep.
And you got introduced to it pretty much as you were crying and coming out. Yes, that's interesting to say as a story. How about for you?
For me, so my mom grew up watching it. Like, that was one thing that she always did. And I want to say it was like when I was 10 years old was when I like first watched wrestling. And that was when the one match that like comes to mind that I was like, this is the match that like locked me in. I was like, all right, I'm watching this weekly, monthly, the whole nine, was Triple H versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the WWE title.
You're telling me the WrestleMania where Triple H had the belt?
Yep.
That was your first hook.
So I started, that was the first time my mom sat me down and was like, all right, you're watching wrestling. And so then it was like, once I watched that, it was like, I think what happened after, this is how I knew I wanted to be a wrestler also.
Okay.
Was after they played, I think it was either the Seth Rollins or Alexa Bliss documentary. Remember how they used to do those?
Yeah.
It
That-
must be the next thing I keep
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So it was right after WrestleMania. They played the Seth Rollins or Alexa Bliss one. I think they actually played both. And immediately I was like, oh, no, this is what I'm doing. And so then I started like literally going back even further. So like Mick Foley, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell was one of the big ones. And then like I'm huge in New Japan. So it was like watching, that was like all of my like stuff was like going back on YouTube and being like, all right, can I watch like old like.
Which, if that's the case, if you was watching New Japan around just that particular
That
time,
was the peak
that was
of New
good
Japan.
That was good.
That was peak New
so
Japan.
that completely checks why like that.
Oh, yeah.
That would hook you in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It was literally that match. I was like, oh, this is cool. Then I started watching more, and I was like, oh no, this is even more like getting me.
So,
Real quick, Jason, because
hey guys, if you're liking the content so far, go ahead and leave us a like. And if anything, leave us a comment in the comment section as well.
Also, don't forget to subscribe because it helps us out, puts us in the algorithm, gets more eyes on the content. We can come up with better things.
Absolutely. Appreciate you so much for watching the video. Now back to the video.
when were you born? Just you don't have to give the date. We can get that after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Only because,
Oh, yeah,
like,
because-
I want to know what episode of Raw was on. At the time. Just curiosity.
I was born in 2001.
Okay, 2000.
So Eddie was still alive.
So it was a Monday.
It's a good time. Eddie was still alive.
So no, that was a straight So no, see, because now I have to just go for the research. Be like, all right, so
Kinda-
what episode?
So
was
so
on?
no. So I know Rob Van Dam.
Insert clip Monday Night
Exactly.
Raw.
That's exactly what I want.
So I know Rob Van Dam was starting to pop because this was when ECW was kind of ending. And I know Rob Van Dam was getting a little bit of hype. I definitely know 2001. I remember that.
Well, this was also like because this is also that particular time frame is still like that is like the last year of the Attitude Era, because from the last time we was talking, literally the next year was when
Ruthless
Aggression came through.
So you're an Attitude Era, baby. Good.
Barely. Like,
Okay, that still counts.
I mean, yeah, I guess it still counts.
I feel like I'm the outlier with this one.
You definitely
You
are.
were the outlier for like college. I'm the outlier for wrestling. Like,
Yeah, because for you to start at that point, it's like, what the fuck?
Thank God for New Japan.
should I? Oh yeah.
Because otherwise, you would have been like, no, this is actually shit. I don't want to watch this. Like,
No, that was such like a shit. Like, especially when, like that was Roman with like the contacts.
Yeah.
Like he had the blue contacts. It's like Vince was like, oh man, they're gonna love him if he has blue contacts. Like, no, bro.
He was definitely getting off to this gift of Roman Reigns.
you were the suffering succotash era, my friend.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
Once again, thank goodness New Japan saved you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you did. 'Cause you probably saw Kenny. You definitely saw Okada. You saw Naito. You saw pretty much all the good people back in the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Shinsuke was still there. He definitely was.
Yeah.
If that,
He didn't-
Shinsuke would have been
'cause
about
he
to be
was-
on his way out.
He was still probably a young lion at that point.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was still probably a young lion. And no, he was definitely probably Intercontinental Champion at that point. But either way, so to know you guys started in two different points in wrestling, what were some of your influences growing up outside of just watching the product? Did you play any of the games? Did you have the action figures? Like that origin story is definitely a big part of that too.
I don't feel like I played any of the games until I got older. Like, I feel like I started, like, around, like, 2K22.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I wasn't ever really big on, like, action figures or anything. So, for me, it was really just watching the product.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, yeah. I think my big. I mean, I think the first game I got was 2K16, which was like Stone Cold on the cover, and that was the first 2K I played. So definitely
Which
that
honestly is a solid one.
solid game.
I think it was like, was that 17 or 16?
No, 16 was the one with Stone Cold on the cover.
Yeah. Okay. That's what
16, and then 17 was Brock.
you're right.
Yep,
You're right.
17 was Brock. But it was literally like 2K16. I played that from like when it came out to literally when 2K20 came out, and then immediately I was like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
I was like, what happened to
so-
the game I love?
So unfortunately, you never got the chance to experience Here Comes the Pain, No Mercy.
I played those after the fact.
Okay.
I was
This man went in reverse.
I was one of those people, like, I got hooked, and then I was like, oh, this is really, like, we're in a bad spot. Let's go back. let's go back.
Thank goodness you had the wherewithal. 'Cause
Yeah.
So other people would have been like, stay where they was at. It's like, you know what? This actually ain't that. This ain't it. This ain't it.
You know, and especially because around that era, for a lot of people, they became more part timers or wrestling fans. You only probably show up for the Mania or the Rumble. Because to me, the Rumble, back in the day, used to be my favorite pay per view. Could not. If I could just wrestle, if I was a celebrity and able to wrestle in any pay per view, it will be the Royal Rumble. I just want to be on the ropes just to. Hey, yo, John's getting ready to come in a second. I'm going to go, just because remember Cody Rhodes' story where he was like, I'm going to go fuck with Taker. And Taker says, drop kick me. I want to do shit like that. I want to have a Rumble moment like that. I feel like that would be fun. But for you guys, since you played some of the games. You didn't. You know, outside of influences of just watching the product, did you ever have that moment of when you started training, right? You had those ups and downs and maybe, hey, I don't think this is for me. Maybe I can't do this. Did you ever have those moments?
I feel like when I first started, I kind of got involved with the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of them being like, maybe you just aren't cut out for this. Like, literally my first day of training, I'd say my first week of training, I got dropped on my neck.
Ooh,
Nice.
Doing a hip toss, and like my whole spine went numb. And I was telling my trainer, because like he wasn't like actually showing us how to do things. He was just being like, do it. And it was just like, you've seen it on TV. So it happened. And
so don't go to this fucking school. Apparently.
Real. I don't think they run anymore, thank God.
Good.
But I like remember going to him and being like, hey, like I like my spine went numb, like I think I should just go home. And he was like, oh, like maybe you're just not cut out to be a wrestler then. Like maybe you should like be a manager. And then anytime I went to training after that, we would do practice matches, and he would never put me in a practice match. He put a kid who had like 1 day of experience in a practice match and made me manage him. And I was like, oh, so this guy actually sucks.
That's crazy.
Now, did you train here in Florida? Like, where did you train at?
Yeah, I've only trained in Florida.
Okay.
So that's why you said before when you tell your mom you were leaving, you were coming to train here, and that's particularly where you trained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so family is in Texas. So
Yep.
you're the only one who is here.
Yep.
See, that's a gamble too, because for a lot of people, I would feel just going into a place you know no one, you know nothing, just to follow a dream, that takes a lot of balls. So kudos to you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How about you? How was did you ever have any experiences similar to JC?
First off, did you train here first?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, trained here in Florida.
If the school's good, you can shout them out.
Well, I mean,
So we're not shouting out.
no. In all honesty, so I think it was one of those things. So kind of the same thing. So I'm born and raised in New York, and so like when I was growing up, obviously, 10 years old, I told my mom, I was like, all right, this is what I want to do. Then she was like, all right, well, let's talk about that when you like are like at that point. And then right around like COVID happened. That's when me and my family were like, all right, how about we move to Florida? And it was because I had literally been like telling them every year, I was like, I want to do this. I want to do this. So my parents literally like, my grandparents moved down here, and then my whole family moved down as well. And it was literally because of, one, they wanted me to get my college degree down here, and they also wanted me to like do wrestling.
Oh.
So it was one of those things where it's I think the biggest thing, like trials and tribulations of like, oh, is this really for me? I think it was honestly just the having to look at the people who I was like thought were friends and be like, hey, I'm doing this. Like the people who like I had thought were like I told them when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and they were like, yeah. And then all of a sudden I told them I was like actually doing it, and they're like, are you really sure? Like, are you sure that's not like?
Do you think they were doing that because they felt like you would not actually achieve it, or do you think they were probably doing it out of jealousy?
Out of jealousy. No, I will look at it now as like someone with like the foresight of like, okay, now where I'm at, it's straight jealousy.
Damn. Well, I mean, hey, you're doing your thing now, and for a lot of people, yes, you guys are, in the independent circuit, you're trying to get yourselves out there, and to showcase that, hey, I'm actually doing it, like, I think for a lot of people, yes, that will be a jealous moment. I'm jealous of y'all, goddamn it. Because, I mean, like, yeah, we both have trained. We've had moments where we've had to train, and we haven't had the chance to break out and finally be talent like yourselves. So, we are fans of the product. We've been watching it since the 90s. And to see people like yourself still doing it or just getting yourself out there, it takes a lot of balls. It takes a lot of courage. And to just push it the way you guys are doing. So I just want to give you guys kudos for that.
Plus, like, especially with what you guys have said already, it's easy to note that you guys are hella young.
Yeah.
So it's like without even putting real numbers out there. Like, I mean, we know 2001. That's young enough.
Yeah.
2001, I was like, I was going into middle school. So
yeah,
it's
literally, we're going
as you were being birthed. On a nice episode of Raw. Hopefully it's a good episode. Like, because now, I really want to go look it up and see, like, all right, so, like, was this, like, a shitty episode?
You might have to tell us personally what the date is so that we can find out what episode.
I will.
We're definitely going to
That's crazy.
See, I'm in.
But, like, so you guys have both gotten your college degrees. You guys have trained. You guys are actively wrestling. How long have both of y'all been, like, how long has it been since your first official match?
It's been 3 years. Oh, okay. Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years next month.
Gotcha.
So you've been actively wrestling for 3 years?
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
I am still on year 1.
Wow.
That's crazy.
No, this month marks a full year. Yeah, since I had my first official match.
Interesting.
I've been training for up to 3 years.
Okay.
But yeah, May of this year will mark a full year. I've been actively like taking bookings, traveling over.
That's dope.
Where was your first match at?
It was Rise of the Empire for the establishment. It was in their Golden Ticket Battle Royal. I actually have photos. Yep.
That's dope. You'll have to give me that so we can use that for the clips.
And for the record, that was also where I thought that the style choice for the gear was gonna be the Zack Ryder, where it's like
with the one leg.
Yeah, it was the Zack Ryder, and it was cheetah print.
I remember seeing those.
It was the cheetah print, and it was also the puffer vest.
Yeah.
Like this crop puffer vest, which I still use, but like we've kind of expanded.
It's funny because you saying that, because if that's the case, then I met you probably right before you had your first match. Because the first time I met you was when they had the event that was right in front of the soccer, the soccer stadium.
Yeah, I wrestled on that one.
Okay, so you did. Okay.
Yeah, Destin.
That's right.
That was
now that's coming to me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that was my first time meeting you, and then there was the. I don't know if you want the whole joke about the homeless guy that liked your nips.
What?
Oh my God! Wait, do I tell the whole story?
Oh, by all means.
Yes.
So for the record, Fatherless, he reached out to me and he was like, hey, it was Patty, Big Boy Patty and Fatherless had reached out to me and they were like, hey, we're hosting a show for WrestleMania after like a watch party, and after the show we're doing a wrestling show for Toma Pro Wrestling. And so they were like, hey, are you down to work it? I'm like, yeah, of course. So I come out, I do the show, and the thing is, like, as we're setting up the ring, it was like downtown Orlando, like literally I think we passed it driving here, and literally I was sweating, so I'm like, I'm gonna take off my shirt and I'm gonna be just like, so, and then all of a sudden this homeless guy like walks up to me, and mind you, for the record, you had Thick Poppy with us, and you had Samuel G. Kincaid.
Oh shit.
So for the record, you got Kincaid and you got Alex who see this moment happen, and you just see this homeless man walk up and go, "Yeah, you got some nice nips," and then you have to realize that Kincaid sees that, like, mind you, for the record, been doing this now, like, I was 20, 19 at this point, so I'm downtown Orlando, I'm fearing for my life.
And man, he thought he was about to hit him with that Diddy, bro.
Right? So then Kincaid had to cough up like $20 so this guy would go away. It's so like, for the record, guys,
Shout out Kincaid.
Shout out Kincaid. I do have to still pay him back for that. So
You still haven't given him the dub yet?
Listen,
man saved you from being abducted by a homeless man who wanted your nips.
And you haven't paid him
And you
back.
ain't paid him. That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro.
So after this podcast, we're gonna make viral nips merch.
Hey, look, man, you heard it first.
Nipples on it? Like,
Make it a shirt, but just your nips on it.
yeah. So then everyone can wear your
funny you
nipples
say that
on there.
because, like, the day that I first heard this story, we was talking about the fact like that just be his gimmick, and it's like he like in the middle of the match he'd rip the shirt off, but then it's like he's got the X on the nips to cover them.
The
and
pasties?
and then it's like when it gets to the point of the match where it's about to like Hulk back up, freeze the nips, like.
JCW will get you in a hot minute. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my god.
That is totally a JCW thing. Okay, well, interesting story. You seem to have a very interesting story, and I think you also had mentioned, JC, that you have your own interesting stories from when you were on the road too.
Gosh. Oh, all right. So it was actually this year. It was
Holy
March?
shit.
March.
Yeah.
March. Okay. So this year I've been traveling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you travel a lot and you get booked in places that you don't like, you can't go see the product before you accept the booking. You work at a lot of, for lack of a better word, crappy places sometimes. So I get booked in Massachusetts and I'm like through the roof, like so excited because I get to add another state to my resume.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there. It's a fatal 5-way elimination match. I'm like, cool, whatever. Meet all the girls, are all super nice. We start calling the match, super basic stuff. Then the show starts at 5 p.m. and they do like 2 or 3 TV tapings. So it's like 2.5 hours of wrestling before the main card even starts.
Oh.
And they're like, you're the third match on the main card.
So AEW.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the main card starts, and I can hear the crowd. The crowd is dead. Like, they've already,
Yeah.
they've watched enough wrestling.
Yeah.
Let alone indie wrestling. Like, and it's been all men. Like, we're the only women, like, on the show.
Oh,
So it's been all men, and then they're doing a draft. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna start the show off with the draft, and then throughout the matches, we're gonna do draft picks. They do the whole entire draft. It takes 40 minutes.
Oh, God.
So it's 40 minutes of someone in the middle of the ring with a shitty mic promoing and just doing all of these draft picks of people that, like, nobody knows. Like it's people that nobody knows. And I know that, like, 2 of the girls got drafted, and they were just like, go out there, hurry, go, go, go. They had no idea what was going on. One of them goes out there, and she looks at the guy, she goes, can I go back now? And the guy just starts, like, announcing the next draft pick. So she's just like,
She's just standing.
can I leave? Like, do you need me out here? So she just leaves. And then finally, it's match 3. We're like, thank God. It's
Your
like,
match.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like 9 p.m.
It's been now 2 hours and at least 45
So this
minutes.
is literally an AEW pay-per-view.
Yes.
Holy shit.
So we're all tired. We're all like starving. We're like, we can't wait to leave after this. Like, we all got paid beforehand. So we're like, thank God, like, we can just dip. And then they play someone else's music, and we're like,
Oh, no.
they're like, yeah, ladies, you gotta move to match 4. We're like, please.
You're like, man, look, I'm gonna take 2 bunks. We're gonna go home.
I'm like, I'm gonna lay down. The bell's gonna ring. We'll be like, hit me.
The bell
I don't
rings.
gotta do anything.
You said bell rings and we're going home. Like,
So then finally they're like, okay, ladies, you're up. Cool. I hear the ring announcer starting. They had a 5-way elimination earlier in the night. So, like, here I am thinking that the ring announcer knows the rules of a 5-way elimination match because you already explained them once. So it's explaining the rules of a gauntlet match. Mind you, we did not call this like a gauntlet match.
oh, God.
We called this like a 5-way elimination. So my music plays, I do my little entrance. He announces me incorrectly. So I literally
How do you...
said I was from Massachusetts. I turned around and I said, I'm from Texas. And he goes, oh, my bad, into the mic.
Oh,
And
my
announces me correctly. And I'm like, can we go home? Like, then they play the other girls' music. And the ref rings the bell. And I grab the ref and I say, hey, it's a 5-way elimination. Where are the rest of the girls? He's like, just wrestle. No. I'm not going to.
Sounds like just wrestle.
I'm not going to just wrestle. But anyway, so me and this girl just start calling a match on the fly. Like, we just start, like, it's not even a match. We just start, like, beating the dog piss out of each other.
Yo, at this point,
We don't know what else to do. So we just start, like, going strike for strike.
So y'all's emotions got mixed up, and it's like, I'm hangry. I'm hangry too. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yep.
Why are we saying fuck each other? I don't know.
So we just start, like, going strike for strike at each other. We wrestled almost like a whole match, almost. Then they play the other girls' music. Mind you, I'm still in the match.
Yeah, no one got eliminated.
So-
Who's making up these rules?
So I'm like, what are we doing? So then the other girl just starts beating the dog piss out of her, and the girl who just got into the ring. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever, man. Fuck it, we ball. And then 2 minutes go by, and they play the 4th girl's music, and then immediately after the 5th girl's music, and I'm like, this isn't even a match type. Like, what are we doing?
Actually,
Vince Russo was in the back.
well, no, because it's funny that we keep making the AEW references. That's a casino gauntlet match. That's
Yeah.
So you
I hate it
actually
here.
did do
I hate
a
it
gauntlet. You did do a gauntlet. They just didn't specify what kind.
Hey, look, if you
Because-
are all elite, you know what's up.
Because with the casino gauntlet,
Tony Khan, signer.
I can handle it. I was the first one out.
see, that's
And you probably got your bag and got the.
But literally, so like, I've already done a full match at this point. And finally, the 5th girl gets in, and one girl just starts going to all of us, going, all right, do the match we called. So I have to wrestle another match on top of this? Are you kidding me? I'm tired. It's hot in here. I have asthma. Pin me and get me out of here. Let me go home.
Now, question: did they still treat it like an elimination after that?
Yeah.
All right, so that's not a casino gauntlet.
So
So y'all, I actually don't know what y'all was doing now.
No, so it was still elimination. And I tell one of the girls, I'm like, hey man, like, just put me in a sleeper and, like, just make me pass out. Like,
Put me to sleep.
Just put me to sleep. Because, like, the finish she wanted to do was going to be, like, a big bump, and respectfully, like, it was hot in there. Again, I have asthma. I couldn't breathe. I wrestled like 2.5 matches already. Just put me to sleep, honestly. She puts me in a chin lock. And I'm like, fuck it, we ball.
Tap. I'm tapping. Matter of fact, young lion situation. Lion tamer.
So I go to sleep. So I literally was just like, whatever, man, whatever. So they say that I'm eliminated, and none of the fans will let me to the back. They're all just staring at me, and I'm like, can you move?
Oh, no.
I need water.
What happened to the entrance? Was there not like an actual entrance way?
Kinda, but people were leaving during the match.
Oh, so people are...
Which I don't blame them. They just watched 2.5 hours of freaking wrestling.
And the most crazy situation. Yeah. At that point, 3
3 hours.
Yeah.
They don't know we don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. I'm literally yelling at the ref and the official. I can see the promoter sitting at like a table like this, and the ring was literally like where the camera's set up, right? So like, I'm looking at him and I'm like, and this isn't the match! Where are the other women? And he just did not care. So...
He's just sitting there like, yeah, this is a good show. This is a great show.
He probably was.
He thought he was watching Prime Okada, Tanahashi. He's like, this is some good shit.
I'm gonna post this again.
That's some good shit. Oh my god.
I couldn't imagine the pain that you went through.
So who won that match? Like,
not her.
Not me.
I
passed out to a chin hold. I also got like 2 spots in. I called some like cool shit because I knew I wasn't gonna be in there long.
Originally.
Yeah.
But I mean, after you
one
really
cool
wrestled a whole match prior to the actual match y'all originally planned, it's fine. I mean, granted, I feel you should have respected yourself just a little bit more.
Just a little bit
you
more.
know, you could have they could have turned that to like a bulldog choke or something. But
yeah.
But chin
I was
lock.
so done. Nobody was listening to me. Well, I'm like, just choke me out, choke me out. She starts choking me.
Legit choking.
I'm like, not like this. Not like this.
So she started legit choking you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I was like, I just want to be out of this match, please.
Oh wow. That's an illegal chokehold. Like you can't actually beat me.
I mean, I feel like the rules.
It's a fatal 5-way, so there's no DQ.
I don't think.
But the thing is, I don't think if you put an illegal move on someone, even though it's no DQ, you can't lose or win to that. Like, I don't know. Anyone in the comments, please sound off. Like, if I put you in an illegal move in a no DQ match and the person starts tapping, do I still win?
I truly do not think so, but you guys let us know.
Like,
definitely let us know.
Boy,
thumbnail moment here.
Anything goes.
Thumbnail, let us know.
Just a photo of you getting choked out.
And the after image at the bottom and everything. All right, okay. So that's a fantastic story in a great shitty match.
That's a match that you put in the record books.
That will never see my YouTube channel, but like I have it on tape. I will never post that.
Oh, that's even better.
Maybe post like the 2 moves that I did and be like highlights of the match, and it's just like my entrance,
See, that's
and then me hitting my nasty drop kick, and that's it. Go home.
That's what you do. Like,
go home.
And then you keep the people wondering, it's like, man, I wonder how the rest of that match went.
And then they look up the live. They go and look up the live, and then.
So speaking of, since you had mentioned your bad situation of a match, you also mentioned something earlier, like you like to call it. You also like to plan out and spot in the match. So what would you guys say is your style of kind of calling a match? Do you like calling on the fly? Do you like spot festing? Like what's kind of your style?
I don't like spot festing, but I also hate calling on the fly. I feel like my thing is that I just call like my shine and then like my comeback, and then I just leave it up to the other person. Like I'm just like, if you want to call your heat, you can, but like at least let me know if you're gonna like power bomb me or like give me a pile driver. Like
to protect my neck.
If you plan on killing me, like just let me know beforehand. But I try to keep it simple when it comes to calling, because like I've wrestled people who want like everything called from like yeah. They're like, in our entrances, we're going to do this, and you're going to look at me this way. And then we're going to lock up. And it's like, okay, it's not that deep. And then, like, I feel like I get stressed out and I forget. So For me, I just I call the basics of it, and then whatever we feel in the ring, whatever happens in the ring happens in the ring.
Got it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of a mixture. I think I'm one of those people that when I was beginning first all matches, I was the type where it's all right, we're calling every single thing. So if we're even the chain, we're calling.
Okay.
But it's as I've progressed and as I've so I'm currently training under Vertigo, Vertigo Rivera. And I think he's definitely helped my confidence where it's now I just feel I'm one of those people that sometimes you just feel a moment and you're we're going to milk this a little bit. We don't have this plan, but it's the crowd's into this moment. So we're going to take this. So I think for me, it's just, I do still call stuff, but it's one of those things where it's I call my I'm hey, I want this and this. Mm-hmm. And I'm this is what I want in the match. However we get there and however we do it, I don't care. It's just how as long as I get these little things where I'm all right.
Okay.
So for you, is it more there's small, just plot points, all right, we can do this spot here, and then we go home.
Exactly.
And then everything in the middle, fluff bullshit, fuck off,
Yeah. Especially with my character, the thing is that when you are a social media influencer, it's that gives you the world to do character work. Mm-hmm. So it's I'm one of those people it's the beginning of a match, it's gonna be a lot of me before we even start chaining, I'm talking. I'm gonna start already getting talking shit at the fans. Mm-hmm, I'm gonna talk shit at you. And then also when it finally starts I'm very much the big the crowd. If the crowd's not don't overstay your welcome. It's a huge thing for me.
Okay.
Because it's I'm gonna feel exactly like you said. It's plot points. It's okay, I may say this, we're gonna do this here, whatever fluff, we're gonna get to this. Then we're gonna go and it's gonna be the finish. But it's if all of a sudden I'm listening to the crowd and in that moment they're not into it, and they just seem they're dead. We're cutting out this plot point and we're going right to the however we need to get to the finish.
Let's go home. Yeah.
Exactly, because it's one of those things. I'm not gonna, have a crowd that's not into a match. Keep them there. Exactly in that moment.
If they're kind of dead, let's just go ahead, go home.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
If you have them going through the spots, it's all right, cool, let's keep on going. But then it's if you're going, you're they're not receiving. Then it's all right, fuck it, let's change a gear, let's do something different. And if that different don't work, fuck it. Let's send them on their way.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's kind of pretty much maneuvering where the crowd gets. Because I feel that's every component of what people don't understand about wrestling is, yes, you guys are athletes, but the crowd is the main point of the match, right? You guys are just I would say the ingredients to what brings the hype of the match. So as talent, if you say, let's just say, you hypothetically debuted at a promotion, NXT, TNA, anything of that nature. If you had to do a debut presentation, and we're talking about your promo, your entrance, and your match, if one of them had to fuck up, which one would you be okay with fucking up?
Oh. That's hard.
Ooh. I feel I have mine, but mine's I feel I'm.
Go ahead.
I feel me and you might be. I'd say the match, because you can if you you look at certain people when they're presented their entrance is great music, great timing, the fans are into it. They got a chant going to the song, right? And then you cut this nasty promo, and you're the crowd's into it, and say you have some where a move just doesn't look good, right? It's you can recover from that. You can have another match and recover from that. But that first moment, you debut and your entrance, you imagine you're doing your entrance, you fall forward. Yo, you watched Titus O'Neil during Greatest Royal Rumble where the man
viral for that.
Yeah,
but
no one talked about anything else besides that slide.
Yeah.
Listen,
that became his gimmick.
Listen, to this day, Titus O'Neil had a whole tag team career. And the only thing, if you ask someone else, like, what do you know about Titus O'Neil? Ain't that to do with that trip at that one Rumble situation? So no primetime players, no millions of dollars. Like, you don't remember none of that. But you remember that trip, though. All right.
Millions of dollars. Oh, God, I remember that.
Great entrance.
Yes.
Really.
They used to get added to the soundtrack. Like, you know how you could add, like, people's music in the background? It'd be 2K16, $1 million. Make it move me. And I'm doing the whole thing.
The whole dance and everything was just, it was great. But, okay, so for you, the match, specifically, whether if it's a finish or a moment, the match for you. How about for you?
See, I feel like regardless of what I mess up, like, I'm gonna get slammed on social media for it. Like, I would get so much hate regardless.
Well, now, why do you feel like you would get so much hate for messing up? What, because it's your fault, or?
Because I'm a woman.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair. I get it. No.
Like, I'm watching people hate on Sol Ruka for that one little botch that she did.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
when
everything
she missed
has
the
been
Soul Snatcher.
Everything has been great up until that point, and
But
now she's getting all
she's-
this hate.
Listen, we yell at her, but in the main event pay-per-view of the Elimination Chamber, freaking LA Knight did the same fucking thing.
Oh, bro, that was see, the first one, Sol Ruka was kind of obvious, but with LA Knight, it's the camera's on, man.
And plus,
It was the fact that he went back up. It
Yes.
was like he fell and it went back up, and it's like at that point.
with Sol Ruka, it was just like a whoops, and she still did it.
Yeah,
now, granted,
which they added it too, and they fixed it. You can't edit his shit.
Yeah, you couldn't fix that. You can't do nothing about that in post. I mean, granted, after that, it was Becky Lynch who fucked up the Soul Snatcher. But regardless, it was just one. You know, how she was it? I don't know how many she's done, but out of 100 Soul Snatchers, just for her to botch one.
Yep.
That's pretty good odds. That's fine, but I get that.
Which it means that is a finish that she has practiced over and over and over again. And speaking of finishes, I think your nasty drop kick, is that your finish?
No.
Okay, what's your actual finish?
My finish is a curb stomp.
Oh.
I call it the blackout.
The blackout. Okay. Do you have a signature too, or is it just the finish?
It's like a spinning facebuster. I call it the Aces High.
Aces High and the curve style, which is the blackout.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. It makes sense with the jack of all trades gimmick. Okay. How about you? What's your finish?
All right. So I have a fire. So either way, it's basically like an X Factor. I do a slingshot version of it, which I call the face filter. And then I have it's almost like an F 2.5. So it's like an F5, but I sit them out in front of me, and I call that the trendsetter.
And then which if you did almost like a snooker, already viral. Yeah, something like that. Like that would be that could go with that. I've already done that. Like how many times when people come in, I'm just use that.
Like,
go for it.
Go ahead, throw that.
Just go ahead, throw that in there.
Come on.
A freebie on us, the BBOD.
Because I actually did something like that when I used to do Mortal Kombat videos. I used to emulate the intros in like Mortal Kombat X. You remember? So I would do like Johnny Cage, and I would do another character, and I would do the intro, and I would do the outro. And I remember doing something like post sin already viral, and it just boom, it just did that.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
So hey, look, use it. Anything in wrestling, if we can provide or help people in the business, use that shit. I have no problem with that at all. But to know that that's your finishes. Do you guys, are you more of a slow build in your wrestling? Like, do you guys like to do the headlock holds? Are you the spot fest junkies? Like, what's kind of your style in the ring naturally?
I know for a fact only because I've seen her matches more than I've seen.
That's the first time I've ever met you was seeing your match.
I know
Like, which one?
you're very much a brawler.
I was there when there was that, what was the recent one? Was that tag match where Life went against what was those two guys and Homeboy turned heel on them?
Talking about DMC and
No, not DMC. It was the MMA guy.
DMT and Jansen.
Yeah. So I was there that night for your match, and I can't remember the other.
It was Jayla.
Jayla's my wrestling soulmate.
Really?
I love her.
Okay.
my best matches are with Jayla.
See, you know, and we're gonna go into that in a little bit, but for your style of how you guys like to wrestle, what is more of your style? Are you the technical? Matter of fact, wrestling SmackDown versus Raw, are you the showman? Are you the brawler? Are you the technical? What's more of your style?
So like my moniker is the jack of all trades. So like the gimmick is that I do everything. You never like the whole idea behind like my character is that she doesn't have a style, so you never know which version of me you're gonna face. So I would say it's very particular to like the story of the match. So that's like the whole idea. It's like I wouldn't say that I have like a style exactly that I go for. More so, I like fighting from underneath. I feel like when I started, everyone got this like underdog persona of me, and I have yet to like outgrow it. But at this point, I kind of just make it my own.
It's because you're short.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right.
As long as you're not getting the Selena Vega treatment, because in a realm of giants, especially with the Rhea Ripleys and everything, you see someone like Selena Vega, and it's like,
yep, yeah.
How? Unfortunate, but like how?
Yeah.
See, it's not even so much like the how. It's just the fact that like. And maybe it's just because of the way she's presented, but to me, I feel like Selena Vega never actually found like her spot. Like she never found like her like at least you know what you're trying to present in the ring, and you have like this idea about how to do it.
She's just a cosplayer.
But it's like she's just extremely beautiful
and a cosplayer
who
wrestles. Which go to MegaCon. They will love you there. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it $150. They love cosplay wrestling at those events.
Honestly, she's 1,000 times greater as valet manager than
personally.
But I also can say I don't think she's had a real fair chance in the ring.
I take that back because remember, I don't know if you remember, she was actually in TNA at one point. She was, it wasn't LAX, it was another Latin faction. She actually won the tag team championships, tag team titles with, I can't remember the other, it was another girl. She used to do this dance back in the day. It starts with an S.
I think I know who you're talking
about.
I'm talking about Sarita.
Yeah. It was Sarita. Yeah. Because I remember she's, I remember the dance. You can never forget it. She hits the ring and she just hits it. And she won titles with her. So she's had a chance to showcase herself. I mean, not saying she's not a great wrestler. I'm not saying that in all, but just in the realm of WWE.
See, I have to go back and check her TNA run. But to that fault, it was tag team. And tag team, valid example, Jade and Bianca. As a tag team, they look great. As a singles competitor, Jade is not great. I will say she had a good WrestleMania match with Rhea Ripley, but she's also in the ring with Rhea Ripley. And it's really hard to fuck that up.
This is true. And that probably might have been a dream situation for her. And speaking for you two, if you had a dream match, whether the person's alive or not, who would be an ideal opponent for you in your current gimmick?
I got one.
Go for it.
Eddie Guerrero.
God damn it.
Wilson Dyer versus Eddie Guerrero would feed families, and I will stand on that. Latin Heat Eddie Guerrero versus the Influence Wilson Dyer. Eddie Guerrero hitting a frog splash with the phone in hand. Nasty.
Okay, so you're telling me he's taking your phone?
Oh, yeah. I'm losing that match. For the record, I know I am. I'm taking the pin.
I mean, listen, honestly, with your gimmick and the way that Eddie Guerrero is, yeah, no, that's putting butts in seats and feeding families. That is I would love to see this on a week by week basis as far as a presentation.
Here's the build, right? You say you kind of almost had the Tyler Breeze situation. You had the cell phone and you're doing the walk to the ring. Say if Eddie, he steals your phone. And he's now going to his spots where he's like, yeah, man, I got his phone. And I'm posting on his page, man.
He's live streaming on your
phone, bro.
Eddie and I are tagging before this. This is Eddie and I are tagging.
I think this would lead to a tag team because it's like he gives you respect at the end of the match. And then like he's like, can I get my phone back? And he's like, man, let's go hang out or whatever. You get the phone back, and now you just start hanging out, and he's like, yo, man, we got to go places. We got to post together. And you're like, Eddie, man, post with the screen. Hey, man, I'm stealing something, man. Get me on social media. I feel like that would be like content. Yes, that would be.
He's untying his boot to do the whole gimmick where you pull the boot.
Hey, man,
he's like, dude,
get the camera off me. What you doing?
He's like, come on.
That would be funny. That would be great. Hey, look, that would be an ideal situation. So for you, who would be your ideal opponent?
Mine's like a basic bitch answer, but AJ Lee.
That is very basic bitch answer. I'm so sorry. That is very basic bitch answer. But
that's like one of my biggest inspirations.
Okay. There's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it.
But I want like peak crazy AJ Lee because like I'm trying to go like a crash out route with my gimmick. Okay. And that's kind of what I've been doing at Establishment is that I just keep going crazy. But shout out CJ. Yeah, okay, well, validly so. Shout out CJ Mallory for keeping me sane. But like, I just feel like peak, like crash out JC Black and like peak crazy AJ Lee. That would be a fucking.
So would you guys
banger.
do like an asylum match?
That would be badass.
Oh, get locked in
Strap-
there.
strap
The Ambrose
jacket
Asylum match.
Get the Ambrose
jacket.
Asylum.
Oh,
What happened?
Straight jacket
Straight
match.
jacket?
Straight,
match?
yeah, straight jacket and like
wild.
do something like how I remember WWE back in the day did the Lions Den, or the
yeah.
and put them in a situation where they're actually in the room and they got the straight jacket. Whoever gets out first, like it's kind of that dumbass gimmicky shit that Vince Russo would do. Or you can kind of do the therapy session with like remember how Team Hell No did?
Yes.
So instead of Michael Cole doing the interview, tell us how you're feeling. I feel like I want to choke this bitch. You know what I mean? Like just do that and y'all have therapy sessions as promo battles. Oh man, that could be good stuff. I could see that. Okay, so
Crazy.
Eddie Guerrero, AJ Lee. Okay, respect.
Now, because you kind of went that route with that idea and whatnot, because this, I think we've randomly like talked about it one time, and I actually recently revisited the thought in my head. So like, when it comes to doing like crazy ass matches, like how crazy would you go?
Dog collar.
Damn.
I have said this. Okay, so no. I'll say this. For me, no.
Blow this load.
hey. So like for me personally, I would be willing to do any match one time. Because I look at like the Cardona, where it's like everyone knew him as Zack Ryder, and then all of a sudden he went out of WWE.
The indie.
And then it was like he did that one death match in GCW, and it was like that changed the way people looked at him. So it's like I think it's also the thing of as an influencer character, it's like every influencer tries something once.
Yes.
Like every influencer has done a mukbang video. Every influencer has done a vlog video. So take that in the wrestling context. It's like an influencer should want to do every match once. Now do I think I'd be like a death match person, like just regular? No, unfortunately.
I would do at least if I had the opportunity, I'm kind of with you. I would definitely want to at least do some kind of hardcore match. Like I feel like the concept behind it, because I mean, when we grew up, we used to, everybody played wrestled in some way, shape, or form, backyard wrestling or whatever. And I remember the one time when I had a bunk bed, and we used it as a steel cage. And we actually had a plastic wrestling steel cage or whatever. And he hits me over the head. I'm like, ugh. And I sell it. And I start busting. I was bleeding. I was like, oh, I'm bleeding, bro. Hey, yo, let's keep going, bro. Hey, yo, bro. Like, it was so hype for that. And I feel like I understand where you see your own crimson match. You see your blood. And it just, I'm here for it. So it gets you the adrenaline going. So I can see it. I can see why you want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would do any type of match but a death match. I'm actually having a steel cage match in like 3 weekends.
It's kind of a death match, though,
Yeah, but like I'm not trying to like.
No.
It depends if you slamming each other on the cage or stuff.
Okay, but like I feel like when I think of death matches, I think of like people taking a fork to your head. Like I ain't trying to do all that. Like
Staple gun.
Yeah, like staple gun. Like I ain't trying to do all that. But like
there is a
Light
fine
tube.
line.
Yeah.
But you'll do a hardcore match.
But yeah, I've had hardcore matches, so like that's fine.
New York
Are
Street Fight.
thumbtacks on the table?
Uh,
I would do one thumbtack spot. I'm not
maybe
gonna lie.
I like maybe one. I would rather
just
do
so I
Legos.
can feel it. But I got to get black hole slammed.
Fair.
Because at that point, I can't control it. He's guiding me right down into it. Rather than doing a back body drop, I feel like that hurts 10 times worse.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel like if I had to take my own bump, I would chicken out in the middle of it.
Yeah,
I'd be like, no.
I gotta come into a back body drop. Like I know I gotta run into the spot.
If I'm gonna hit these tacks, you have to put me into it.
Exactly.
Would you agree?
For me, I do Legos.
I want to do Legos. Like I would do Legos.
Like I would be going, yeah.
You choose Legos over tacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you crazy. Yeah, that AJ Lee spot, they ain't playing about that one.
Yeah, it's crazy the fact that there's a comparison Legos over thumbtacks. And maybe it's because I have not felt both before. Granted, I've stepped on Legos. And just stepping on a Lego will literally immobilize you. So I get that.
That's
but
the
like,
though.
is it really when you put Legos and thumbtacks next to each other? Legos are greater. Like, is that really what it is?
I feel like I know what I'm expecting with like a Lego. Like if I've never I don't think there's a way that you can like you've definitely done it where like you put all your Legos on the floor and you accidentally step on it and you're like, you know what the feeling is. You don't know what the feeling is of putting a bunch of thumbtacks on the floor and stepping on those.
I feel like the visual of looking at somebody's back with the tats and then looking at their face like, that's always the best part.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so I would just want to do that and I would want as many as possible. Like, make me a pincushion at that point. I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
I'm just saying. And you can't really do that with Lego. It's just like, and it's over.
Yeah.
At least with the tacks, you now can visually sell and speaking of wrestling, some people don't really sell shit nowadays, but you can sell the hell out of that. I feel like you can sell the hell out of some tacks. But that's just
so we Canadian swear on thumbtacks.
And then sell that, and then I give you one on a thumbtacks, and you sell it. And then we do it off the top rope on a
this sounds like AEW. Okay.
That's why we don't watch AEW.
Hold on now. AEW has gotten better. That's last year's AEW.
Yeah, no, it's Canadian. Take a second, then go into the next Canadian.
Register it, and then go into the next one.
And when we say about AEW, I know we fancy the product. We like to joke about it and stuff like that. But I know you guys personally are not super huge fans of it. But to say the least, what product are you watching mostly nowadays outside of WWE?
Well, wait, for the record, just so it's Tony Khan, if you want to sign. We're allowed.
He will make sure you're eating. I will tell you that.
I will. Listen.
Sign us.
Tony, perfectly down to work, but like, just sorry, I just like put that little
out there.
That is definitely a clip.
For the record,
I need to make an image of the All Elite with you. Just be like, and at this point, All Elite. Tony Khan signed. Oh man, but. To go back into that, what product are you guys watching currently, and if it's not outside of WWE?
I feel like I've been watching a lot of NXT lately, but outside of that, Ring of Honor. I've been trying to get more into that.
Oh, for me, for me, it's like I watch everything and anything. Like I'm a huge person of takes from everything. So. I also like one of the things that like I'm real like a dream for me would be win 10 pounds of gold in NWA. Like I'm a huge NWA fan.
That's great. Like you literally came in like a very shit point of wrestling, but you enjoy the old school shit.
So actually, shout out Eric Goldstein. So outside of wrestling, I do graphic design, and he actually works with NWA. So like him and I have all like it'll be literally us talking about like the moments that happen at NWA. So like I love NWA for like just that old school style like of things. But like New Japan is like a huge one that I'll watch. TNA, and then Ring of Honor, and then WWE obviously. NXT more than like Raw and SmackDown.
NXT is definitely getting on me now because, Evil's there, even though it's not his name now, but Evil's there, it gives me a reason to start watching NXT because once Trick and Carmelo and, Oba left, it was like, Ricky Saints. You're trying. And now he's on SmackDown. He looks a little bit better. He looks better on SmackDown right now. A lot better on SmackDown. I just don't know. We have Ethan Page. Ethan Page has been solid, no matter where he's at.
Listen, he did a nice straight lateral from like
AEW.
Not AEW. I'm talking from his transition from NXT to main roster. Seamless.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Part of the product already, and again, like I said before, you mentioned with potentially wanting to go to places like AEW. If you had an ideal place, if it's not already WWE, where would you want to work? Where are ideal places you would like to work if you could?
Besides WWE, I think Ring of Honor or TNA.
Ring of Honor and TNA? Okay.
I think for me, I'm like NWA, New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Like those would be because obviously like WWE, AEW would be like definitely like places I'd love to go.
Yeah.
But for me, I think that just the you like the Osprey Okada matches and like that whole like I remember one of the things I was literally like when I was like starting this out, like one of the things I wanted to do was like literally do the Young Lions program.
I honestly could see you doing it.
Because I like who like I remember watching go through like all the Young Lions program and then came to WWE and then obviously I don't know what he's doing right now, but Carl Fredericks.
Oh,
the one who had like the arm sleeve with like the triangles and everything. He was he did the whole like Native American gimmick.
Yeah.
And like I remember watching him like Young Lions, New Japan, then went to WWE and everything. So like that's a huge thing for me would be like New Japan. And then obviously NWA is like just for that moment of for me I would love the idea of winning like that like 10 pounds of gold just because I remember watching like All In and like Cody winning that off of Nick Aldis.
Yeah, he was crying because that was his dad's connection to that. Yeah.
So it's just like, and I loved Nick Aldis. Like Nick Aldis and NWA.
Oh my god,
great.
Oh,
the national treasure, boy. That man, he wasn't that great in TNA. Like he was really pushing it on us.
That was like because the TNA he was Magnus. Right?
Yeah, it was Magnus. Yeah,
it was fun. It's like my late homie. He would, because I wasn't watching TNA at that time when he was there, but like my boy, he would always be like, "Bro, this nigga Magnus, dog, like he is the one." Like he was big on Magnus.
He was. They were pushing him in a way that I wasn't really a huge fan of it because he was in that tag team originally or the faction, and then once he got into NWA, it was like that's it. Like that, you can't say no to this. Like. He is the guy.
His gear, the coat, like the tracksuit coat with a towel, and then you had the gear. Like it was disgusting for no reason. Like
so, I know when I was playing Retromania too, I was just like, yeah, he is. Even in games, like in general, Nick Aldis, like, bro, like WWE. If you haven't thought about it yet, just give him a match.
I mean,
Listen,
he's already said the fact that like. I ain't done with the boots.
Yeah, no.
This is just a quick stop.
Yeah, like shoot.
Nah, I'm putting money on it. You can clip this when it all of a sudden happens. I am betting you, Nick Aldis versus Drew McIntyre is gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I'm putting money on it.
I was honestly wanting to see the general managers go against each other because he did also mention that he would be also open.
Oh yeah, Adam Pearce.
Too. Yeah, Adam Pearce.
But I know Adam Pearce is like, nigga, I ain't trying to take no.
But he did say he would do it for that situation. If it was like a brand war again, he said he would put on the boots for that. So, but kind of going back to what you were saying, JC, you mentioned TNA. Would you do the 6-sided ring? Yes or no?
Yeah, I've wrestled in one. I wrestled in one in Houston, and it wasn't that bad. They said that it's stiffer than a normal ring, but like, I don't know if I just wrestled in like a shitty 6-sided ring. Like, it felt fine.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you kind of got a track record right now. I mean, there was the one. I'm kidding.
You tell one shindy story. Now that's your.
That's the gimmick, brother.
That's the gimmick now.
I mean, remember we talked about that before. Like, with, Elias was like, "Yo, if you stutter one time in that promo, that's your gimmick now. Like, you're stuttering your gimmick." So,
speaking of which, Elias, listen. I need that man to get his flowers because you know what?
Yes.
I have seen that man like I remember like first starting, and like Elias was like just that kind of like gnat on the wall that's a little annoying, and then like to see him kind of now do this whole like arc that he's had at TW, where like now he's like the owner, and now it's like he's got this power and he's got like Latinos in full effect behind. Respect him, like
No.
that's like.
I agree. Like, I've watched that match, watched a couple of his matches, and I will admit, after having that interview with him, I was like, I think I'm a fan now. Like, I think I'm like, yo, I want to see where this guy goes, because he has something going. And granted, with WWE, they're not really too fond of our short kings. But man, if we can get a situation with him and Javon, bro, like that's on some Eddie and Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio type shit. We can make it happen, and it would be disgusting. So like I definitely want to see where he goes in the future. He definitely has a strong potential. So the fact that you're giving him his flowers, I wanted to, but I didn't want to like mark out. I was like, man, this dude is pretty fucking cool.
I don't want to mark out. I don't want to.
No, it genuinely, like, there's so many people I could give their flowers to. Like, her, like, she won't give herself for the flowers, but it's like, she's gone through, like, some shit, and it's like, for her to, like, you know, be at the point she is, but, like, you know, as much as I hate him and, you know, despise him, like, CJ Mallory is another one. Destin, someone who, you know, I consider my wrestling soulmate. Like, he deserves his flowers. Like, right now, he's obviously on the shelf, but, like, I know when that man comes back, like, that's going to be a disgusting person. Like, you should be having eyes on him. You know, there's so many people. Obviously, like, Reese Maddox is another person. Like, I had, like, I think you obviously came, like, you've seen, like, kind of the, path, but like when I was in New Generation and it was me, Kid Kuda, Reese Maddox, and Casey Rocker, like Reese was someone I got to work with right before he kind of like has had this like breakout moment where he's now obviously like Rookie of the Year. Like he was like Rookie of the Year for Reality of Wrestling, and also, you know, Rookie of the Year for PWI runner up. Like he's another dog that like genuinely like.
You know, it's very interesting because the one Maddox, right? It's like me and him, like I've met him, we've like spoke for a little bit, but it's like we have this like, you know how they have like, you know how they say the whole like what they call it, like the 2 degree thing, where it's like every person that you know, like
6 degrees,
that whole thing. So it's like one of my best friends, his name is Antonio. He works for WWE, and he's great friends with his dad. And then I later find out my sister-in-law randomly became good friends with his mom because of a random, like they both had jury duty, and they just so happened was sitting next to each other, and they just started talking. And then the mom brought up the fact that I was like, oh yeah, my son does wrestling, and da da da. And then she finds out, it's like, oh, your son's a wrestler. Oh, your husband's a referee. Oh, that's crazy. My family loves wrestling. Da, da, da. They went out to eat, hung out, they're friends on Facebook type situation. I've
had that moment with jury duty where all of a sudden like you meet someone and you're like, yo, you're kind of cool. And like you exchange socials. It's like,
yeah, so
I
have
like, never done
with
jury.
them. So it's like now, like I've met him, but it's like we're not like we're cool. Like every time it's like, oh hey, how you doing? Type situation. But it was like there was a random show that they had in Lake Mary. It was like an outside wrestling event, and I'm sitting watching the show, and then there's this girl sitting right next to me, and we just start chopping it up and everything. And after like talking to her for like 30 minutes, she's all like, yeah, my boyfriend's one of the wrestlers that does. Like, oh really? Who was your boyfriend? Says his name. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, well, at least I'm cool with you. You should introduce me to your boyfriend so we can.
That's how it was for me when I found out I was friends with what's his name in the Radicals? Wesley. I used to actually train with his partner because she's a personal trainer. And then next thing you know, I remember on Facebook, I was like, is that fucking Wesley? The fuck? Yo, why you ain't introduce me to bro? Like, I was so bad. I was like, but there's definitely moments like that in general. You kind of meet people you don't even know who are in the business and things of that nature. But last question I want to ask you guys before we go into the bonus round is, you guys obviously are a couple. So have you ever thought about hitting the circuit, or if you haven't already, as an intergender tag or anything of that nature?
Well, we're doing a little bit of tag work at the end of next month.
Yeah, for Crusade Pro.
and Mississippi. But it's kind of hard because he's a heel and I'm a babyface, and right now we're technically supposed to be feuding at establishment.
You know, you can't. No. You can't really get mad at that because they did that shit with fucking Eddie Edwards and his wife, and I'm like, what?
I feel like it could work for us. I feel like running a heel face dynamic.
They did that.
Yeah.
Well.
So somebody book us in a tag match.
But then one converted to the other.
Correct, but still, y'all go home together. How are you still hanging out with Moose and y'all going home at that day? But anyway, I saw what you were talking about where if he's the heel and you're the face, so creating that dynamic of he's wanting to do heel shit. And you're like, no, what are you doing? We're faces. No, fuck that. I'm taking off the turbo. Shit like that could make it funny stuff. So
untying the boot, you're like, no.
I tie her boot back. Stop.
Yo.
I'm like, Raph, he's untying his boot.
Wait, you're trying to get me disqualified?
That's crazy.
She my number one op. She my number one op here.
I was like, Raph, he's untying his shoe.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, we're on the same team. Never mind, Raph.
Do you want to win?
He's not doing anything.
Hey, look, man. You hear it here first. I feel like that would be some funny stuff to see, and especially, you know, I had spoken to Tiny not too long ago and was like, look, we can rumble, have the couples rumble against each other and things of that nature. So, Tiny, you hear it here first. You know, maybe we can make something happen.
Listen, me and Brian and Tomek have had history.
Me and Tiny totally have history.
I'm just saying, if there's a promotion that wants to book it.
Hey, look, you heard it here first at the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. If that happens, thank us. All right, but we definitely want to thank you guys for sitting here chilling with us. I mean, we try to always make the dynamic of like, we're just here having a good time, just talking about wrestling and just hearing your story. And if you could tell anybody one thing about getting into the business, because say if somebody's watching this, right, and they thought about getting into business, is there any encouraging words you would give them? Any things they could look out for? Any things they can expect for? Just, this is your moment to encourage the next potential talent.
Or discourage them.
Damn.
Listen.
This business sucks. Don't get into it.
Anytime
You'll never be better than the influence Wilson Dyer.
Listen, anytime I see Dustin Rhodes and he's like, everyone's like, hey, so what? Any advice for people who are trying to get into the business? He'll immediately like, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Like, he off rip, straight face every single time.
Well, to be fair, wrestling is like a toxic relationship, so like, I feel like I love this business and then I hate it other days. But I think like my biggest piece of advice is like, don't listen to other people. Like, just stay true to yourself and like believe in yourself. There's gonna be a lot of people out there who don't have your best intentions in mind. They're gonna try to talk you out of the business. If you think you can do it, you can do it.
Get a psychiatrist and a therapist. No,
That too.
Honestly, so one of the things like about me, just outside of obviously like, you know, my like character and everything like that, I'm a huge mental health advocate, and that's something I've always like stayed true to myself. Like since I was young, like I've had, you know, my own mental issues and stuff like that, and so like I guess my words of encouragement relate more to that of just like, this business is hard. Like, there are days where, you know, you're going to have a bad match and you're going to beat yourself up worse than, you know, your coach, worse than your opponent. You're literally going to beat yourself up. And, like, just realizing that, like, exactly like you said about, you know, believe in yourself because, like, you know, you look at, you know, baseball players. It's like Babe Ruth, you know, is one of the best ever baseball players. It's not like he was, like, you know, was like that out the jump. It's like it takes practice, it takes time. It's you know, working through that. It's, you know, understanding that also like this is not, you know, kind of to your point about like discouraging them. I'm just gonna give, you know, realist here. You know, like I have a nephew at home, and like I don't see him. Like he was born like 2 days after my birthday, and like I barely see him. Like I don't see my family, and you know. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's hard. It's nights on the road. It's, you know, driving 6 hours so you can make it home so you can work a shift. It's hard. It's not easy. And, you know, But if you truly believe in yourself and you like believe in your heart of hearts that this is what you are like, your God-given duty is to be, you know, then chase it with your whole heart and, you know, don't let any obstacle stop you.
Run it.
Also train.
Train.
Please go to training. Doing a year of training does not mean that you're trained. I've been doing this for 3 years and I still go to training. I go to training every day. Shout out Vertigo.
I mean, as they always say, you fight how you train. So just like you're in the ring, you wrestle how you train. And whether if you're training for bumps, you're training for your how to cut promo or anything of that nature, it's all about how you train. So I definitely want to say I appreciate, again, you guys being here in the domain of destruction.
That was spacious.
Kind of liking her.
Well, I mean,
we keep it, homie.
Yeah. Again,
I see the plan over there.
Oh, the plan. That's Reggie. That's
Hi, Reggie.
Hi, Reggie.
That's crazy. That's
Why's he
crazy.
got like? He's got like a weed look
Hey,
to
don't
him.
worry, don't worry. Hey.
Hey, sorry.
Stop, dude.
Hey.
What the heck, man?
So
It's like the shoe untying thing.
Shut up.
all right, so I wanted to again bring y'all to the special round, which is the category we like to call is book, bump, or bury, where we are going to give you people of the eras that you mentioned before, because I asked you questions on what particular eras you enjoy. But before we dive into that, we never got the chance to ask this question, but I'm curious. What is your Mount Rushmore?
Go ahead.
Ooh. Oh, okay, so
I'm gonna get heat for mine.
I think mine personally is obviously it's this is who I like remember just being like, okay. So Okada, Balor, Michaels, and then who was the fourth I said in the car? We were literally talking about this.
Everybody is always the fourth one.
So it's Okada, Balor, Tanahashi, and then
That was the fourth one.
That's
Yeah.
the fourth one. Tanahashi?
Yeah.
Okay, Tanahashi.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
Okay. Let me start with the most controversial one, John Cena. And I only say that is because he's the reason that I'm even into wrestling, okay?
I thought it was AJ Lee.
AJ Lee's next.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say John Cena got me into wrestling. I have multiple photos of me being like 5 decked out in John Cena merch. So, yeah. And then AJ Lee inspired like who JC Black is as like a character. Lita. I feel like that's also kind of a basic bitch answer.
No, not
and
at
then
all.
my fourth one is Ashley. I feel like that's kind of niche. Yep.
That Ashley.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and she has a very tragic story.
Yep.
So yeah, but I can see the influences in general are outside of John Cena. All of them have some kind of influence to who JC is.
Yeah.
No, I see that.
I could definitely see that. So
So mine
Ashley
just
is
don't
a
influence that all.
well, no. I mean, for the gimmick itself, for influencer wise, Okada and them is different.
Oh yeah, no.
No. Don't get it twisted. Like the ones that you name for yourself, like that 100% checks.
Yeah, 100% checks, but not for the gimmick.
Oh yeah, no. It's. I think it's slowly. You're starting to slowly see it more in ring. There, it's like okay,
I'd agree with that.
but like no, I think. I feel like our Mount Rushmores are kind of very accurate to us.
No, those are good.
Especially now knowing the New Japan background and everything else, like you definitely enjoy the showmanship of somebody like a Michaels and the technical prowess of people like Okada and stuff like that. So I could definitely see that too. Now,
Balor's just ripped physique.
no, Balor's both. Honestly, he's
Yeah.
technical and he's showman. Because
Ugh.
especially when he's demon. Ugh, I wish
Love
the
Demon
demon.
Finn.
Oh yeah, especially black and gold demon.
Oh,
yeah.
disgusting.
Speaking of which, since you had mentioned black and gold era as one of your favorite eras,
Book Bump Berry, baby.
book bumper berry.
BBBC.
So I'm gonna start you off
Bobby, Bobby
with a
Brown.
light one first, okay?
Different.
This is going to be
Shout out to Bobby.
Velveteen Dream, Bull Dempsey, Baron Corbin.
Book Bump or Berry.
Now, with the concept of book bumper berry, if you haven't seen it before, it is you are booking the person to be your top star.
Okay.
You are bumping the person to the mid card, and you are burying the last talent.
I feel like for obvious reasons I have to bury Velveteen Dream.
I understand why you're doing it.
Wait. You're messing up the name. It's Texas Teen Dream.
Wow! Yikes! Yeesh! Woo!
You're about to get us kicked off the
What?
podcast.
The domain is sinking in, guys.
It is destruction. That's another part. There's another part of the domain that you are not aware of is the boiler room hot takes, and that is definitely a boiler room hot
Boy.
take.
Woo! Listen, lay it on them.
We haven't even
Got it.
introduced that. You just went in the boiler room hot take. But okay, so you're burying Texas Teen Dream.
Especially when you put it that way.
God dang it, man.
For the record.
What was the second one?
Bull Dempsey and Baron Corbin.
Bump Dempsey, book Baron Corbin. I love Baron Corbin.
That version of Baron Corbin was
Kind of disgusting.
Was disgusting. I will admit. Admit that. Okay.
Do I have the same one since I said?
Well, you also said Black and Gold, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually hit you with another one. So we're gonna go KO, Sami Zayn, and Neville.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna bury Neville.
Valid.
Because Black and Gold Neville I feel like the bastard Pac is a lot different than Neville.
I ain't gonna lie.
And if you really
Fair.
so bury Neville. I'm gonna say book Kevin Owens, bump Sami Zayn.
Me and Kevin Owens are besties. Fun fact.
Word.
He got me tickets to SmackDown one time.
What?
Also, for the record, just so it's said, Velveteen Dream, regarding
No.
Go
ahead, because
regarding that take, I think it's one of those things that a lot of people, unfortunately, and this is just my take on it, a lot of people can't separate what people do personally and what they are as wrestlers. Chris Benoit, great wrestler, one of the best. But because of what he did, it is
such a situation where the CTE was the reason. It's I don't think he was in the right mind to do something like that. And so I understand that what he did was horrible. We cannot deny that. But we also do have to contribute to the fact he had fucking brain trauma. What do you expect?
That's fair.
Legitimate brain.
Legitimate brain. And I'm not trying to justify anything of that nature, but it's we just look at the act and not realize what was connected to the act.
Oh yeah.
So
But yeah, with Velveteen Dream, obviously, also the thing is I don't believe any of it was ever
intentional.
I mean, it's just one of those things where obviously his work of what he did, when he was in Black and Gold, great character work.
Yes.
But
he was Rick Rude and Prince at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Literally Rick Rude and Prince at the same time. And, it's unfortunate because everything that happens in the business, he's still technically in it and still doing his nonsense.
Yeah, the problem with him is the fact that
he don't know when to shut the fuck up.
That is the number one piece, is the fact that, because I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of everything, it was, as far as the record books say, he's clean. Last I saw. So it's he's clean, but he's carrying on as if he still did something. He's got to prove that he didn't do it.
And the situation with him, the biggest part is that I think, from what I heard, they were actually interested in bringing him back once they found out he was clean. But then he did that shirt where he had everybody who was a felon on it. I was
oh, I remember that.
What you doing?
Listen,
You
I remember
fumbling the bag.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Don't fumble the bag.
So I think your other one, by the way, was TNA for you, right? Was it TNA 2016? Or was it somebody who was TNA 2016, something like that?
That was not me. Was that you?
no.
Okay.
Mine was SmackDown 2016.
So
That's what
that
it
was also
okay,
mine.
okay. SmackDown 2016.
Yeah.
Which, SmackDown 2016 was definitely had John Morrison in there around that time, didn't it?
Oh yeah, he was.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember the exact people who were in that echelon era. So if we're going 2016, he was 2012. King Booker, Batista, and Rey Mysterio. Y'all both can do that one if y'all want to.
Y'all first.
No.
Oh, me too. Okay.
She's do you want to go for it? No.
All right.
No, I don't.
So Booker, Batista,
Right.
Ray.
And I might be wrong on that time frame, but just still putting them out there.
Yeah. All right. I'll go Barry Batista. Barry Batista, because I feel like by that time, like as that, like that was like right when like Batista was kind of like dying down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'll bury him. You know, we'll give him the send off.
The retirement match.
I'm a bump King Booker, and I'm gonna book Ray.
You know, everybody's booking Ray, and I see that.
Listen, everyone books Ray, and everybody
does not like Batista.
Yeah, everyone dumps Batista.
Yeah, that was gonna be my
which is crazy for me.
Same, y'all both have similar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think actually that's not 2016. I think that's 2006. But still,
great era.
Still great era. 16, I believe. I'm trying to remember who is some of the highlights. I want to say Dean Ambrose was definitely around that time.
That was Styles' WWE Championship reign.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
disgusting.
Yep.
So if we're gonna go in that era, then Nakamura, AJ. Who's the last one? I'm gonna give you the last one. I gotta make it a toughie. Seth Rollins.
I have to go. I can't answer that one.
Wow.
You got a dip
What do
after
you mean
that
you can't? What do you mean you can't answer? There's no I can't. You better be up or something. You better get
Do you
something.
want me to go first?
Yeah.
You want me to take the heat on this one first? All right. That's all you go.
That's your job.
Yeah. All right.
Be the man.
Be the man. Take the heat first.
Be Becky Lynch.
Let's go book. I'm gonna go Nakamura.
Goddamn
I'm
right.
gonna book Nakamura. I'm a bump Styles, and I'm a bury Seth.
I feel like I have to do the same, but I really love Seth Rollins.
You don't have to do this.
You don't have to. You can.
But I don't see me. I don't.
But we will judge you depending
but,
on what you
but,
say.
but I can't bury Nakamura or AJ.
But you can choose between who would you book and bump.
Yeah. For the record. Mine's definitely because of New Japan. Like,
I feel like I would book AJ and bump Nakamura, but I feel like that's how it was in 2016.
That really was how it was.
Yeah, so I'm like,
that was just 2016.
That was actually just the status quo.
yeah, so I'm like, well.
It's just that Seth Rollins was also getting booked.
Very much so. And I think the last era you mentioned, you said New Japan, and I can't remember the last.
Mine's like 2010, 2013.
2010.
Like peak. I don't know if those years are right, but like peak Shield, peak AJ Lee.
Okay. So then I
peak
got
all of that. You know what I mean?
I got one for you then. So Cena, Hunter, and Randy Orton.
Oh, I feel bad for you.
Barry Hunter. I want to bump Cena, book Randy, honestly.
That was shaved head and Randy at that time, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was shaved.
Yeah, that was Menace Randy.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like I have to go that route.
Okay. New Japan for you.
This is gonna be hard. I know it.
Shibata,
Oh.
the Ace,
Oh.
and Okada.
You'll make it through this.
Barry Tanahashi, book Okada, bump Shibata.
You a bump Shibata? What? No way. I'm definitely booking Shibata. Back in that era, I'm booking the fuck out.
No, obviously, like, they're all disgusting. But, like, I'm a Okada guy for life.
Okay.
Like,
He's an Okada lifer.
yeah.
Okay.
And, like, Shibata was disgusting. So, like, that's why I'm like, all right, we'll bump him. Like, we'll keep him in that mid-card. Like, because you imagine Okada World Championship, Shibata.
Is it Intercontinental?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gonna bury the Ace?
Dude, I hate it. I hate it too. Don't worry. This hurts me.
That was still a good version of him too. Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
like peak, but he was. Wait, was he? No, he wasn't champion around 2010. I can't remember who was champion around that time. But either way, it's still a good pick. I can understand why you would want to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I would have picked Shibata. That would have been me personally. All right, so
well, if that hurt, then
you got one. You got one. Oh, I'm about to say I didn't know if you had one yourself.
Oh no. I don't necessarily have one, but I think it's time we turn the heat up.
Oh yeah.
And we give them the final round.
The final round.
Oh no.
You had mentioned your Mount Rushmore. So now I know you noticed that there was 4 people in the Mount Rushmore. We had Book, Bump, Barry, right? Now we have an additional one, which is cut. That means you are cutting this person from the roster. They are gone. So now from the Book, Bump, Barry, and Cut, your own Mount Rushmore.
Damn it, I knew that's why you said BBC.
The BBBC?
That's why you said it.
So who would like to go first? Because you have technically Cena, AJ, Lita, and Ashley.
Mine is Tanahashi, Okada, Balor, and Michaels.
Go ahead.
Because it's all about who you cut. That's the part. Who you cut.
All right, Book and Balor.
Okay.
Specifically, like if we can get like Prince Devitt era Balor.
Between that and Black and Gold, I'm here for it.
Like that'd be
Okay,
Book.
okay.
Bumping. You know what? This is gonna be a hot take. I'm gonna cut Sean. I'm gonna bury.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna bury Tanahashi, and I'm gonna bump
Okada.
Okada.
Yeah, you're keeping Okada in some way. Shape,
like Okada's staying. Like if he's not world
It's
champion,
funny,
he's
'cause
mid.
I figured that you was going to book Okada, and then
No,
he's already been booked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've already given
Balor-
him a shot.
Balor
yeah,
never
okay,
had a chance. He
okay.
was pinned Balor for a long time until recently.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yes.
pinned Balor. Yeah, no, big. I have been once he told me about somebody telling him about that in Houston, and I was like, Pin Balor, he has not been winning matches, and now he's starting, and we're kind of almost getting the Black and Gold again because we're doing
It's
all over again.
Yes.
I missed
This
that.
is the Balor rebirth.
Yes.
Now, so.
Yes, yeah, the demon is rebirth.
I'm finally eating. Finally.
All right, so for you, with
Finally,
your
I just
4,
have to film study.
I understand it's gonna be difficult because John Cena is the only male in that situation, but what are you doing with that Mount Rushmore?
I feel like I'm gonna book Ashley.
Respect. Respect.
Okay.
I'll cut Cena for this one.
No.
Well, you know what?
Because for the
Pain.
representation.
Women.
Women.
That's a clip right there. Clip it. Women.
This just in. Wilson Dyer's a feminist. Women.
I have to tell you a joke about something. I happened to meet my wife and my girlfriend when I was telling her. It's funny. I'll tell you after the pod, but it's something similar to that. But go ahead.
Bump AJ Barry Lita.
I had to let that sit for a second. Sorry. Hold on. All right.
It pains me to do it, but I gotta keep my girl, bro. Like,
But Lita influenced AJ.
I understand.
Which is crazy. That's actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Be careful. The thing right next to you.
Oh.
It's cracked. There you go.
It's cool. But no, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right. So that is
I'm gonna
what
get
you guys are.
canceled after this.
I mean,
I'm gonna lose all my followers.
look, if you lose all your followers for that, they weren't real followers. All right. I feel like anybody.
get on
is,
books.
Like how Sami Zayn, my real fans.
my thing is like this. Because like anybody putting in this hot seat situation of your favorites, and you're being put to who are you? If you're in the general manager sense, who would you book, bump, or bury? That's tough for anybody. Man.
Yeah.
That's tough for anybody because nobody wants to remove talent. I mean, Elias said it himself, man, I would have 4 different heavyweight titles and all my Mount Rushmore would have heavyweight titles.
Real.
So, like,
He's real for that.
legit. Like, everybody's getting the belt. And I was like, that sounds like AEW. But either way,
I like how that's like been like a small underlining like
Joke.
story throughout this whole thing. It's
because
like,
for the pod, it's a story for us.
I mean,
And for the fans, because they've been watching, they understand.
yeah, we literally just had like a whole like AEW episode because WrestleMania's passed, it's been real heavy on what's going on with WrestleMania, so we finally had a chance to sit down and just talk about AEW. Now, I know we talked about it off camera, but and we slightly brought it up. I don't think you guys ever gave like, what is y'all's? Because I know y'all don't necessarily like watch it too hard. So what is it about it that like turns you off from wanting to watch?
You in the hot seat for this one first.
Me personally, I just feel like I don't think I can study any of the matches because I feel like they're all spot fest, and like you were saying, like people don't really sell in pro wrestling anymore, and I feel like AEW is like a big contributor to that statement. True. So I just feel like, and like respectfully, I just don't feel like they're doing anything memorable. Like I can't really tell you anything about. I don't even know who the women's champ is, like anything like that.
Tackle is really good though.
Yes, Tekla is good, but what they're doing with
Tekla is the.
But what they're doing with Tekla is garbage, which is nothing.
I'm a very story-based person, so like if there's not a story there, I really don't care how good of a wrestler you are. I'm not going to be interested.
Damn. Shit. You might as well. You want to join the pod?
There it is.
Because that's literally what we say here.
It's Big Brothers of Destruction and Little Sis.
LS.
Put in the like small print underneath the banner.
Comic Sans it.
There you go.
That's crazy, bro.
I guess my thing with like AEW is kind of it's almost the fact that like they have so much talent. Like you have so many guys who like genuinely like can be used in so many ways and be utilized in that way. And it's like it's kind of something you kind of see in the indies where it's like you have so many guys, like so much talent, but it's like you can only do so much. And you can't just keep creating new titles to just give people. Because then it's just like you're giving a participation trophy. And it's like...
Here, damn.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like... So it's one of those things where it's like, it goes back to the story of like, you know, I feel like AEW like builds a lot of their stories around the titles. So then it's like, you're not really just getting like two people who genuinely just like don't like each other. And like, you know, obviously you saw with like Swerve and Hangman, like this story was like, yo, Hangman literally burnt down Swerve's
that
like,
was God,
like, like, but it was like also, I believe wasn't one of them was the champ.
No, I don't think they were champ at that time.
So, like the main bulk of the story is like they both wanted to be champ.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're
Samoa Joe was champ at the time.
And they're trying to get to being the champ.
Yeah.
Now, like there was a point where one became champ before the other kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like their feud was not centered around a belt. It was centered around them, and then just so happenly a belt ended up getting involved.
And like that's one of those things of like exactly that though. It's like we can all remember that moment because it was like
it was story.
It was a story moment of like, yo, this person hates this man so much he's literally gonna go to his childhood home and burn it down.
Like that is
like
crazy.
that's like respectfully like, yo, that's hatred.
That does.
We get into that level with CJ Mallory, but no. but like it's just exactly that. There's like so many like talent and they're not being utilized at all for even like a just story. Just like oh, so and so doesn't like so and so, let them work each other. You know? Like Ring of Honor, like they just did with Leo Rush, which I love. Like
I love that, yeah.
Leo Rush, like everyone's been like kind of like hit or miss on like the Blackheart, but like now you have Action Andretti, I think is now they're feuding because he went and cost Leo the match, and it's like that's a perfect moment. It's like that's not for a title, but it's like this moment of like, yo, these people don't like each other. Let them fight.
It's and it's one of those deals with AEW because both of you are exactly in the same camp as us with how we feel about AEW. I always describe it. AEW
it's where the best wrestle.
Well, that is true. But the description I was going to say was the fact of like AEW is Kid Gohan. All the potential in the world to be the greatest fighter in Dragon Ball Z, but he still needed Piccolo to get him there. But AEW does not have their Piccolo. Therefore, they are still this young Gohan who can't get the job done.
He has Chi-Chi, and she's telling him to study.
That's really what's happening.
And he's lowering his power level.
That's their current problem. That would be the current problem. But it's like the difference with AEW and like the difference with AEW where they're at and where they need to be. Going back to that whole thing, like if you and Eddie Guerrero could have had that fight, it's like AEW needs to be where they can tell that story of why you and Eddie Guerrero are now fighting each other and having those backstage, cuts and everything. But AEW currently is all like, yeah, y'all would be a great match. Go out there and wrestle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no story to like, it, and it's just,
It's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate because it definitely hurts the product. Because it's like just like with just like with the pay-per-view that's coming up or anything of that nature. Some of those matches are just they're matches, and they've always been that way, unfortunately. But we're not here to dump on AEW. We have our moments where we like to do some running joke in here. I mean, WWE is not no great right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! If anything, WWE is like they're kind of sort of almost looking worse
almost like Yamcha.
Yeah, they're looking. That's crazy,
Bruh.
That's Yamcha,
bruh. Yamcha almost had a moment with the Cell situation, but we're divulging at this point. But anyway, we want to thank both of you for being here and shooting the shit with us, joining us, and just talking about something we all love, and that is wrestling. So, as always, guys, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to like and subscribe. Matter of fact, you supposed to choke slam that like button, tombstone that subscribe button, and always let us know what your thoughts are on the comments. If there's anybody in particular you would love for us to have in the domain of destruction, let us know as well. But until next time, Sugoi, it's the Masaku.
And it's your boy, Swag Switcher in the building.
It's your boy, Wilson Dyer.
It's your girl, JC Black.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.